Yeah, yo, and we're recording. How's that mic? I did some adjustment to it. Somebody on the channel said, "Oh, your bro, those fans," and I was, unfortunately, I'm sitting here building AIs on my machine. Right now, this one is running on one card, so it's running on one of the 3090s. You can see right there. And this one right now is the one I'm using to record this video. So I can run it on both, but it's surprisingly a lot slower because of the way that Python and PyTorch handle their data parallel. So there's ways I can get around this, and as you can see, the loss isn't so great right now, but we're land 2, and this is actually a recovery training session for a model that I had basically collapsed down. With all shape models, when we bring them to a point of basically binary collapse, where they only think of one thing, we can build them back out of that, and they're a lot more resilient to that happening in the future. So that's what I'm doing right now. This is it's a decent sized model, 200 million parameters, but that's not why I'm doing this video today. I'm doing this video today because I just cannot stay off camera and stay silent about this stuff any longer. It's so ridiculous to be hearing these things. So let's watch a little bit of Sam Altman, the man that can't raise a child without AI's help, right? So something that we've done for tens of thousands of years, this man over here in this up there can't seem to raise a child without AI. And with that in mind, let's see what he has in store for us today.
We see a future where intelligence is a utility like electricity or water, and people buy it from us on a meter and use it for whatever they want to use it for.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna buy this intelligence, right? First of all, I won't even get into the sizing issues that are already becoming extremely apparent as you scale these models up. But we're gonna buy this like a utility. Let me let me show you why this is so wrong. So this is our Easy Bake AI toolset. And I've released this on GitHub so that anyone can make their own AI at home, right? You don't need, if you have big cards, great, that's wonderful, but you don't need this. You don't need them. You can build this on your own machines, train it with what you want, and really make it your own AI. So just in having released this, right, to the public, it's available on GitHub. Go github.com/JoReg, JOREG/easy_bake_AI, and you'll get to that. I'll also include it in the link down below. But yeah, I've actually used these tools to build AI models, not train, but not like, oh, I'm making an agent. No, build raw AI models from scratch on tablets and cell phones. So don't tell me people are gonna buy this crap from you.
And the VC for that seems like it's gonna continue to just go like this.
Is it gonna go like this, Sammy boy? Gonna go like this, like this. You know what this is, Sam? In computer terms, that's a pipe. And you know what piping means? Oh, it means you're in trouble, buddy. Man, a utility like electricity or water. You really, if you watch his demeanor in this too, you're gonna see that it's just not. It's not confident. It's actually very, very. Look at how he sits like a child.
A CEO of a major company, a president of a major country, a Nobel Prize-winning scientist. When can they not do their job without making heavy use of?
When can they not do their job without making heavy use of AI? Well, Sam, technically, in the statement there that you've made, they can logically not do their job quite a bit without AI. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, it gets better.
Of AI. This doesn't mean that there will be an AI CEO president,
Which, let's face it, there should be.
but it does mean that the role of, let's say, a human CEO, when I think about my job, it's really quite different. You still do need a person to stand behind decisions and kind of exercise human judgment
Yeah,
and
that's wow.
all of the.
Is that how you justify your
we
position?
expect out of someone, right? In an organization.
No, but you need me. You need me.
The actual parts of my role that I will increasingly have to rely on an AI to do, because no human can.
No human.
No human CEO can talk to every company, every customer, be in every meeting, be an expert.
Okay, look. First of all, any CEO that tried to do all that stuff is a freaking megalomaniac, and you should not be working for them, and they should not be running a company. So I'll agree with him there. But it gets better.
In every field. And so more and more, I think of these
Do you
will
think?
be
Do you?
supervising a bunch of AI, providing oversight, deciding how to like trust
Instead
the
of
output.
supervising humans working AI.
And that threshold of when you really wouldn't want to be doing your job, running a large organization,
Like every day?
heavy reliance on AI.
Has this guy
I think
ever
that's another
had a real job?
interesting threshold. That may take a little bit longer, but probably not a lot longer.
And as you do your job, how much are you finding yourself relying on some of the agents and some of the artificial intelligence that we're developing at OpenAI?
Yeah. What
It's ramping incredibly quickly.
are you drinking the
If
Kool-Aid
I
there,
have, like,
Sammy
a
boy?
new idea
This is
for
so bad.
business model, a strategy
Yeah.
shift, a
Yeah.
product
Ask.
offering we
Yeah.
should do. The very first thing to do before I even bounce it off somebody else
He goes and
is
asks
to ask
AI.
our tools.
Yeah.
And as they get
Because
more,
let's face it, they're gonna say
I
yes.
think this really is like the next big thing to happen as they
The
can get
next big thing.
close to full context of our company, access to all of our internal docs, communication, code, customer data, everything.
I can give you full
The
context.
quality of the answers, thought, whatever you want to call it, gets better and better.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so whoa. This guy, and I'll give him credit. Later on he does say that he just don't know. Yeah, he don't know. But the reality, and every researcher will tell you that the larger the models get, the more the likelihood of hallucination occurs. So you actually have begin putting stuff around these models, more deterministic software that helps to regulate and manage their shitty outputs. This is why we see these recursive models now that will think about things multiple times, right, to try and give you a better answer. This guy.
Let's shift a little bit. 2 weeks ago, you announced a $110 billion funding. I asked Chuck.
10 billion. 110 billion. Wow. Hey, I built my stuff on my own dime. My first AI model cost me 25 cents of electricity, calculated electricity, mind you, and there's solar panels, so technically, it was free. $110 billion. You guys, I feel sorry for whoever put up that money.
ChatGPT. How does that compare to any other fundraising that's been done in the public
Wait for it.
markets?
Actually, don't know.
Wait. Wait. I just had to stop there because that's where I don't know. Like, okay, you asked for 4 times more money than has ever been asked for, that ever been funded in any company in the history of the freaking planet. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, whoa, bro. The first thing I do when I have a business idea is go and ask our tools. You mean to tell me your tools didn't tell you that is an obscene amount of money? I'm sure they did. I didn't like that answer, huh?
4 times as much. The
4 times.
public offering ever done was roughly $25 billion that Aramco did several years ago. The
Aramco.
public markets are supposed to be the broadest and deepest sources of capital. Three
Look at
strategic
him.
partners:
Look at this.
Amazon, NVIDIA.
It looks like he's about to cry. Okay. If you watch his demeanor, right, as somebody that does behavioral, if you watch his demeanor and even his facial expressions, as soon as he starts mentioning the companies that he is owed to, dude, the stress just shows up on his face. He looks like he's about to cry. I mean, if you're looking at this with me, wait, what? I mean, go back just a little bit here. Doesn't he look like he's about to cry? NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Microsoft. Microsoft.
NVIDIA and SoftBank. Tell us a little bit about this. How is this?
I'm not sorry.
The company. And one of the questions somebody asked us, what are we spending all that money on?
Hello?
There's many hard parts of this business, but one of the hardest ones is the infrastructure is so expensive.
The infrastructure is expensive if you're a freaking tool.
You need so much of it, and you have to commit so far in advance.
Wow. So, okay. So I can't even get through like a full sentence without calling bullshit on this guy. So first of all, the stuff is not expensive. You don't have to do it so far in advance. What you need to do is re-architect your models similar to what I've done here so that they're actually more efficient, so that you can build more, so you can do more within a given period of time and increase your ROI on the equipment. This guy's a freaking tool. I cannot believe people are giving him money. I can't believe somebody invested 110 billion, right? If you are listening to him, I'm sorry, you are grossly misinformed. So even with these types of data centers that they have, if we were to deploy All-Shay models and train All-Shay models, it's not like a single model. I mean, we could be deploying full-on multinodal cognitive intelligence specialized systems that can literally do whatever you want them to do, because they're not fighting with the overall of the content and context. They have their specified areas. It's a lot deeper than that, but oh my god, I just cannot with this guy right now.
I have never seen any other industry quite like this. I mean, there
I don't think you've seen any industry, to be honest with you.
Industries throughout history, but as I look at what's to come in front of us in future years, if the ramp stays as steep as it looks like it is right
your
now,
ramp just fell,
the demand
bro.
is growing as fast as it's growing. You have to do some pretty unusual things.
Let me show you.
OpenAI does a lot of things that look.
I'll agree with that.
We spend a ton of money on infrastructure in advance of revenue. We do new business models like ads that seem like, maybe not the most profitable thing we could do.
So dumb.
A long list of other things, but we have this.
Shoot yourself in the foot. Sorry, that was wrong. Shoot yourself in the foot. Wait a minute.
And that one of the most important things in the future is that we make intelligence, to borrow an old phrase from the energy industry that didn't quite work, too cheap to meter. We want to flood the world with intelligence. We want people to just use it for everything. We want this to just be something that the future generation doesn't think about. They expect everywhere.
Awesome. Is that what you want, Sam? Okay, cool. So, instead of you guys owning and running it on your big data centers and shit like that everyone still has to pay you for, just a subscription fee, like thinking the whole planet, we've made it so that they can make their own. So that if a company wants to, they can download this. They can load it up with their own curriculum. They can train and hone it in, right? And it's theirs. All theirs. You know why I did this? Because if you make your own, you're not beholden to this dumbass.
Everybody has access to geniuses, as many as they need in any area that they need. And
sure. Yeah, as long as they're paying you, right?
Principle, which is one of our kind of top guiding principles, does lead to a lot of behavior that would look less natural for other companies. And one of those is we really want to get out of this world that we have been in, that we still think we're on a trajectory to stay on without changing what we do, of always being capacity constrained, right?
And capacity constrained, you mean compute?
Yeah.
Wow. And I've often heard you say a lot that compute is reference.
Right. So compute, where does compute come from? Compute comes from NVIDIA. Wait. But NVIDIA just invested in OpenAI and is investing in other companies, such as thinking machines, that use OpenAI. it sounds to me like the people who all have a vested interest are all investing around in each other. There's a term for that. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a lawyer out there somewhere that knows it.
Talk a little bit about how you think about that.
Yeah, talk about that.
Fundamentally, our business, and I think the business of every other model provider, is going to look like selling. You know, they may come from bigger or smaller models.
Selling shit.
Makes them more or less expensive. They may use more or less reasoning, which also makes them more or less expensive. They may be running all the time in the background trying to help you out. They may run only when you need them.
Not your models.
They may work super hard. You know, spend tens of millions, hundreds of millions, somebody billions of dollars on a single problem, but it's really valuable. But
that's reduced ROI.
See a future where intelligence is a utility like electricity or water, and people buy it from us.
Oh man!
And use it whatever they want to use it.
I'm gonna do you one better, Sam. I'm giving people the ability to make their own AI, and then they can have access to their own intelligence whenever they want, not fettered by you, not fettered by tokens. They just run it. You know, they make it themselves and stuff too. So.
For the demand that we see for that seems like it's gonna continue to just go, and if we don't either
I like that.
sell it, or the price gets really high and it, you know, kind of goes to rich people, or society makes a bunch of sort of central planning things that I think almost always go badly about, you know, we're going to use our limited compute supply for this and not that.
It's terrible.
So the best thing to me throughout all the history of capitalism innovation, if you want, is to just flood the market.
Yeah.
Just flood the market. Like, I can't even watch any more of that. It's terrible. So his whole point, basically, and what you're seeing there, is that not only they're going to flood the market, they're going to monopolize the market as much as possible when it comes to chips, RAM, all those kinds of things. It's so bad right now in that space that gaming channels are doing videos complaining about AI. Yes. Like, yeah, I watched that guy, great videos, and all of a sudden I'm watching him and it's like talking about AI. And talking about AI. And talking, I'm like, bro, this is a gaming channel. Why are you okay? You know, so it's that bad for people. But you can come here to GitHub joereg/easy_bake_AI. Again, I'll leave that link down below. Click this little code button here and download the zip file. All right, there's nothing here. It's all clean. You can check it out yourself. There might be a couple little things because I do a lot of dev just directly here on my machine. I don't necessarily package stuff up all the time. You know, somebody pointed out that I was issuing my commands directly. I was like, oh, shoot, you're right. Yeah, okay. So fix that. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much just going to toast that whole conversation that he just had, that whole discussion about you buying intelligence from him like it's a utility. You know what? You're old school, Sam. You're old news. You're thinking like all these old software companies. We're gonna have the AS4. Sorry, IBM. The AS400, and it's gonna take over. It's gonna be the mainframe for everything. And then everything went distributed, like really distributed, right? Where software, computers could actually do things. So what we're doing is we are taking AI and not necessarily embedding it, but making ones that are specialized that do certain things, right? And interconnecting them all with crazy amounts of security and governance that makes it so that the AI cannot do inappropriate actions on your machine. The AI cannot act unethically on your behalf, right? And it goes way deeper than even just writing some, which basically OpenClaw and that stuff, they're just an agentic harness for your, I'm like still kind of blown away that this is what's up. It's really interesting, but it's not world earth shattering or anything like that. It's actually pretty easily duplicatable. These models are fairly, I want to say, good at what they do. They are transformer based, so they're a little more forgiving. They're a little more standard. So if you do normal AI stuff, These will be pretty relative to what you're used to working with. And yeah, you can go ahead and test them out. And you don't have to pay OpenAI as a utility. You can make your own AI at home on your own machines. Again, I've used these same scripts and this same stuff to make AIs on tablets and cell phones just by using termits and putting all this stuff in there and running it. It's so ridiculous to me. I cannot believe the arrogance, the hubris, the whatever you want to call it, of these people that run these AI companies. I mean, seriously, the guy can't raise a kid without AI. This is the person you want to trust with your future of intelligence access? Whoa, I don't trust him at all. Go make your own AI. John Reagan, Ulshe AI, ULSHE.ai. And here on GitHub, again, links below. Stick it to the man.